I spent a week exploring the Azores with EF Ultimate Break, and at some point, I just accepted that this place doesn't make sense. The Azores are a chain of volcanic islands in the Atlantic that feel like a mix of Iceland, Hawaii, and Europe, with rolling green hills, cratered lakes, waterfalls, and views that just don't feel real. We spent most of our time in the island of São Miguel, which is an absolute paradise for nature lovers, but our trip did start in Lisbon, so let's rewind to the beginning. For this tour, you're only in Lisbon for one night before heading to the island, and this is where we had our welcome dinner, and I had some steak, some Portuguese wine, and some of the best bread pudding I've ever had in my life. And since we had an early start the next morning, we headed straight back to the hotel after. It is 3:30 a.m. in the beautiful city of Lisbon. This is one of the earliest wake-up calls I've had in a while on EF trips, but we are heading to the airport to fly into São Miguel Island and to Ponta Delgada, so I'm really excited. And then today we're kind of just going around and touring the city, doing the typical EF first day guide, and then we have some free time after that. So as soon as we landed, we had our guided walking tour of Ponta Delgada, starting in the main square and the Church of São Sebastião. This is the main church in Ponta Delgada, and if you look closely, you'll see these intricate carvings inspired by Portugal's connection to the sea. Something I love about the Azorean architecture is the use of this dark volcanic basalt stone, which gives it that really dramatic black and white contrast. The church is dedicated to Saint Sebastian, who was believed to protect the island from disease, so it's also a really important part of the city's history. We also saw other landmarks like the boardwalk and Igreja da Graça, and then we had the rest of the day free, so we decided to visit one of Ponta Delgada's botanical gardens. Ooh, it is very windy. Jardim Botânico Antônio Borges is free to visit, and it's definitely worth checking out on your own. And we had some unexpected company at lunch. You guys, there are chickens. There's chickens at this garden. We're eating with guests today. Even though we were exhausted, we decided to visit this local brewery, which is one of the few female head brewers in Europe. The whole space is really nice, and of course, we just had to check out the glass igloo. Cute! Good morning. Yesterday was the longest day of our lives. This is officially day 2. In Ponta Delgada. Everybody's thankfully recovered from it. I think we all got some good sleep after we were up at 3 a.m. to go to the airport, and then just stuck it out and stayed awake for the majority of the day so we could get our sleep schedule back. And then today we were doing our off-roading expedition. Yes. It looks like we're going to Sete Cidades.
Guess we'll find out.
Guess we'll find out.
I'm going where that Jeep takes me.
Yeah. What are we looking at, guys? What are we supposed to be looking at? We're crossing our fingers that this fog clears off.
Yeah.
So we can see the view that's supposed to be beautiful. Fingers crossed. We're having a great time. From here, we went to another viewing point near Sete Cidades, and this time we had way more luck with the fog, and were able to see Lagoa Azul and Lagoa Verde before stopping for lunch. After lunch, we headed to the western side of the island to a viewpoint called Ponta dos Mosteiros, and this is where the landscape started to feel completely different. These coastlines are actually formed by volcanic activity, so instead of sandy beaches, you get these dramatic black rock formations that just drop straight into the ocean. And what's really cool is that a lot of these rocks were actually created by past eruptions, so you're basically looking at the island's history in real time. It's one of those places that doesn't feel like a beach, it feels more like the edge of the world. And then right after that, we went somewhere that might be one of the most unique places to swim on the island. This is Piscina Natural da Ponta da Ferreira, a natural swimming pool formed by volcanic rock, and what makes this place so cool is that the water is actually heated by geothermal activity. So depending on the tide, you can literally swim in warm ocean water. But timing is everything here, so you have to go at low tide, otherwise the waves can be really strong and it can be a little scary to swim in.
Everyone swimming and me on my ass over here because the water is way too cold and I can't do it.
So now we just got back to the hotel. We're gonna take a shower, get ready, and then go out to dinner at this one spot that's supposed to be like one of the best places to get steak in the world. Our TD said that it's not in this city, it's in another one, so we're gonna be taking a bus over to the restaurant with the group. I'm excited. For day 3, we saw some of the most iconic spots in the center part of the island, starting with Lagoa do Fogo, which literally translates to Lake of Fire. And today, unfortunately, the weather was not on our side. Beautiful view.
And this is what it looks like outside.
And
right
now it's raining. Literally 2 seconds. 2 seconds after we got up to see the view, it started downpouring and like...
Bring a poncho.
Yeah. And a beanie. It's cold, right? Yeah. This is your reminder that the weather in the Azores is completely unpredictable. Like, it can go from sunny to foggy to raining within minutes, especially at higher elevations like this. And even if it's downpouring in one part of the island, it could be completely sunny 20 minutes down the road, so expect the unexpected.
This is the car poncho.
Yes.
This is the side. Oh wait.
And the hood. Love it.
Fashionista.
We also did a short hiking trail to another viewpoint overlooking one more of the island's lakes. I don't know if you guys can see the lake, but that is where we're going. And this is when I realized that in the Azores, you're never really that far away from another insane view.
I think this is our table.
I love how we have big family tables. Yeah. 2 things that you absolutely have to try while in the Azores is their local cheese and keema, which is a type of soda, and it's totally addicting. Our last 2 stops for the day were this waterfall and a pineapple plantation. I've been looking forward to this all day, and then we're finally gonna get to like go into something covered. It's been cold and wet. São Miguel is actually known for growing pineapples, but not in the way that you think. They're grown inside greenhouses, and the process takes about 2 years from start to finish. It started back in the 1800s after the island's orange industry declined, and because they're grown this way, they're smaller but way sweeter. This next day was actually one of my favorite days of the whole tour, which was when we went to Furnas. This was an optional EF excursion that I almost didn't sign up for, but RTD hyped it up so much, and I'm so happy that I went. Furnas is located on the eastern side of São Miguel, and it's basically known for its geothermal activity. So think hot springs, steam vents, and volcanic landscapes everywhere. Our first stop was in Vila Franca do Campo, where we tried the famous queijada da vila, which is life-changing, and had a little time to explore.
They are so good, you guys.
I hope I live.
No, of course you.
How is it, guys? Let me see it. Show us. Gorgeous, okay. I went to check out the main church because someone told me that it still has marks from cannon attacks by pirate ships, which is just casually insane and very on brand for me because you know I always like to throw in a little bit of architecture and history. Then we headed to Parque Terra Nostra, which was probably the biggest highlight of the day. This is where you can swim in these natural geothermal pools, and the water is rich in minerals like iron, which are known to help with circulation and skin health. And after days of unpredictable weather, the warm water was exactly what we all needed. This is nice. This I would do every day. Yeah, this is nice. We just came from the smaller pools, and this is like the big one. I will say this is killing my feet though. I see why people say to bring flip-flops, because the the ground is so cold, and I'm barefoot. After that, we went to watch our lunch literally get pulled out of the ground, which sounds crazy, but it's how they make cozido, a traditional Azorean stew that's slowly cooked underground using volcanic heat. And I'm sorry if you don't eat meat, but this was actually so good. Anosa! Ching ching.
Cheers.
Then we walked around the Caldeiras das Furnas, which is where you can see all of these bubbling hot springs and different mineral waters. Some are boiling, some smell like sulfur, some you can actually taste, but each one has different properties.
I like it.
Yeah?
Also said,
I like it.
And to end the day, we stopped at the Gorreana Tea Plantation, which is actually the oldest tea plantation in Europe. Before finishing up at one last viewpoint to take everything in. It is officially our last day here at Ponta Delgada. It has not stopped raining, hence the get up. Today was supposed to be the day that they had the whale watching excursion, but because there's like a storm going by, that got canceled. In the meantime, I'm just kind of roaming around and seeing what I can see for the last couple hours that we have here. And then tomorrow we fly back to Lisbon. You guys know I'm a sucker for cafes, so I found one that makes all of these different kinds of cakes, and the chocolate one was so good that later I went back for seconds. Then I walked around a bit longer trying to take some last minute pictures, but the weather was not on my side, so I went back to the hotel. I just wanted to show you guys one of the things that I got. I'm usually not the type of person who buys a lot of stuff when I'm traveling or somebody who brings a lot of souvenirs home. There was one thing that I saw here in Ponta Delgada that I had to get, and it's this bucket hat. I'm so happy, you guys have no idea. For lunch, I decided to go to a spot that our tour director recommended, and everything we ate there was delicious, so if you're looking for restaurant recommendations, make sure to add this one to the list. And just like that, it was time for our farewell dinner.
Crystal, Marshall, Arthur, Jess, Maria, Court, Hillary, Liv, Nori, Steph, Diana, Elida, Kayla, Chris, Adeline, Jeremy, Alyssa, Nikki, Jade, and Adam. I'm not finished yet. If any of you have cause or impediments why these 28 people shouldn't be wet, you must say now or forever hold your breath or your peace. So, do you want to marry me?
Yes!
Do I want to marry you? Yes. We're not wed. Wait. A proof of our engagement, I have rings for every single person here. So, you don't have to wear them, but at least for tonight, entertain me.
And that was the end of our Azores trip. Or so we thought. We are still in Ponta Delgada. We were supposed to take a flight this morning out of here into Lisbon and technically spend this last day in Lisbon, and then tomorrow everybody was supposed to fly out back home. But so if you want to hear the whole story of how we all got stuck in Ponta Delgada, I will be doing a full review of this brand new EF tour, so stay tuned for that.